My 600-pound life. Let's talk about Maja. I have mixed reviews about episodes that end like hers, but I'm not going to jump ahead of myself. Let's just get started. Jump right in there. So Maja, I believe she was 33, 32-year-old female. I believe she was from Oregon. And her story pretty much started like a lot of the stories. She lived with both of her parents. They were together. However, they ended up getting a divorce. After the divorce, her mom had 2 jobs, worked a lot, barely had time for it. So she stayed a lot with her aunt and I believe her grandmother. And her dad remarried. Saddest thing ever. Her dad remarried and literally just got another family, had a couple other children, and pretty much just was out of her life once he had his own children and stopped coming to pick her up. And sad story ever. We'll talk about that later too. But so the story starts. She has a boyfriend. His name is Christian. I don't know how long they have been together, but they had been together, were living together. She was like a closet eater. So, he didn't really know how much she was eating, but she was 600 pounds, over 600 pounds. So, he knows she was eating a lot. Anyway, let's get the party started. So they go, her and Christian, he the one who, really encouraged her and got her to go on the show. So she does. They go, they make it through the airport. Now she has to be probably a rather tall lady. Her weight is very proportionate to her body, I thought. And so they get to the airport. She walks the whole way. She made it through the airport. They get to go to the rental car. And here we have the first problem. First problem, of course, they don't have the right car. She tried to get in a regular car, got too tight, failed. Again, this was the same as, I forget the last review I did, but I don't really think she was hurt. She was just embarrassed. The cameras was there. Her boyfriend was there. That's just an embarrassing thing to fall because you're too big to get in a car. So that was sad and that was embarrassing. But they found the car for her to fit in, which I feel like the rental car, they do be playing games with you. Like, all of a sudden now you have this car, but a minute ago you didn't have the car. Anyway, so they make it to Dr. Now's office. First visit, she's 689 pounds. Of course, Dr. Now is like, you need to go on a 1,200 calorie diet. I'll see you in 2 months. You need to lose 100 pounds. But he was kind of skeptical of the whole relationship. He's like, you're a closet eater. You're not really telling me the truth about how much you eat. You're 700 pounds. And so that's where it started. She goes home. She does amazing. Like, I was like, yes, it's about to be so good. Wait, let me pump my brakes. Christian and Maja. We got to go back. Because they interactions at home. Wait, I got to go all the way back. When they were getting ready to pack to go to the airport, I forgot. She looking for her purse. Mind you, she's mobile. She can get up. She can walk. She can move. Bring me my purse. I'm like, who is she talking to? He's on his phone. She like, get off your phone. You need to be more invested in this. And he's like, I'm playing my game. Where your purse at? I can't find it. So they cussing back and forth at each other. Then they get to the airport. You could tell that this guy is supportively not supportive. Like, he there for the ride. I don't think he really was her caregiver. Like, I don't think he took care of her, like, cleaned her up, bathing and cooking for her. But he took care of her like, okay, bring me this, bring me that, do this for me, do that for me. Can you stop this? Can you stop and get that for me? Like, she kind of was like his, I don't want to use the word servant, but it reminds me of a relationship like that. But it wasn't like, a lot of these husbands, they're very subservient. I'll use that, say nicely. But he wasn't like that. He was just very not there. You know what I mean? Like, he was very not present, in my opinion. So, okay, fast forward, we back at Dr. Now. They go home. Okay, Christian didn't think she was really going to lose the weight. That's what the big problem was. He really didn't think she was going to do it. So to move to Texas, he was not about it. So he go along for the ride. They move, just Maya and Christian. They move. Not long after, I think he's managed to stay a month. But he's like, I'm leaving. I'm going back to Texas. I'm going back to wherever they was, I think Oregon. Had his mom send him a bus ticket. He's out of there, gone out the picture, never to be seen again on camera. So, of course, this left her devastated, going back and forth with Dr.Now. I think she at one time only lost 9 pounds. And then after he left, I think she gained 5 pounds. So he was like, this ain't going in the right direction. You need to regroup, get your last chance, get your life together. So she did. She tried to go back, get her life together. She started going to Lola, the therapist, and working out issues. And, of course, it seemed like she said that she hated her father. And Lola was like, well, this is a big problem. You need to talk to him about how that impacted your life. And she was like, she wasn't really ready to do that. But she did start doing some volunteer work. And longest story short ever, she quit the program at 8 months, which was very sad. Here's what I deduct from this whole thing, what I want to talk about. Maja and Christian's relationship, in my opinion, that seen and caught by the cameras was not functional, to say the least. To me, it appeared like she was taking her anger out on Christian. Even at the doctor's office, when they went back, because Dr. Now was like, y'all in for it? And he was like, whatever. She called her mama, screaming at him like, you're ruining this for me. This was our chance. And, I'm going to be honest. I felt like she was selfish. I felt like she was being very selfish because he didn't want to come there in the first place. She really was mobile. She really could take care of herself. But, nobody wouldn't want to move to Texas by themselves. But she really was kind of blaming it on him. Like, we have to do this. This is about us, but really it was about her, and she had to do it because of the situation she got herself into. And I don't think Christian was really there for that. He wasn't there for that kind of ride. And I think she was selfish because I feel like she kept pushing her issues and her problems and her anger and her need for this on him, which I don't think it was fair. Now, I don't think Christian was the nicest guy either, because I feel like he could have just manned up and been like, look, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think you was gonna make it to Texas. I just did. So I'm not gonna be able to go with you. He should have told her then, instead of, all the back and forth and causing her to go through all this drama. But I do feel like their relationship wasn't healthy to begin with, but I do think she had a deep, deep anger problem that definitely was enrooted, we found out, with her dad. Not only her dad, her mom. She had a lot of anger issues with her mom, because even her mom, when they were leaving, couldn't stay, to say goodbye, how she wanted to say goodbye. And she pretty much, just had a temper tantrum. Because her mom, she's like, you can't just stay 5 minutes. This reminds me of my childhood. Although I will say the mom was very antagonistic. The mom was like, just be my big girl. Just be my big girl. You're going to do fine. You don't need me. Just be my big girl. First of all, this woman is 33 years old. She's big girl. Who uses that type of terminology for their daughter? Just be my big girl. So she had a lot of anger and frustration issues. And I do think that Christian took the brunt of it. Now, just wrapping this up, I don't think this will be one of the worser cases, because honestly, the first 2 months when she was on program, she was supposed to lose 100 pounds and she lost 93 pounds. Based on that fact alone, and throughout the thing, she didn't really gain that much weight. She gained 9 pounds one time, and then I think she gained 5 pounds, and she had only lost 9 pounds 1 month. But we've seen people gain 30, 40 pounds a month. So based on the fact that she is pretty mobile, she lost the 93 pounds in 2 months. She knows what she needs to do to lose the weight. I actually am very hopeful for Maja. I am very hopeful that we'll see Maja in a 600-pound life. Where are they now? I'm very hopeful. It may take her a little time, but I do think we'll see her again. And I do think that she'll eventually get to her goals because she started volunteering. I think she's just becoming into herself and realizing that she could do this and realizing that no, she didn't want to have to do this alone, but accepting the fact that I'm gonna have to do this alone, which is, I think, her story. She definitely doesn't have the support that would be helpful. So she definitely is going to have to do it alone. But Maja, I am rooting for you. I do hope that she does, even if she doesn't have the surgery, but if she just keeps on, with low diet, low carb, high protein, 1,200 calories, she may not even need it. But I'm definitely hopeful that we'll see her again. And I hope that she gets closer and closer to her goal. I think that's really all I wanted to say about that episode. What do you think? Do you think that she will get the surgery? Do you think that she'll lose it on her own? Do you think she's going to fall off the map and we'll never see her again? What are your predictions for Maja? I hope she does well and that we'll see her again. Until next time, I'm out of here.